matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
Career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds.
And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction.
Hate is a word. a lot around WWE because there's a certain amount of respect between most competitors. But there is no other word I can use to describe what CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have for each other.
These two have vowed to destroy each other, to end each other's careers here at Hell in a Cell.
The final match in an epic trilogy. I don't know if either of them is going to be able to survive tonight. This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre's made him. Critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken him to that place. And it's the devil Punk needs to tap into if he wants to walk out of the Hell in a Cell. Thunderous hit to the chest.
Emotions running high, and this is the pain Punk promised to deliver onto McIntyre. He's able to counter that.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in this structure? You ask guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels who had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. Will Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight?
An example of what makes the Scottish Warrior so ruthless in every sense of the word. Punch connects.
Ooh.
McIntyre returning to the ring. It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. And CM
On a small package here.
And he breaks the count quickly.
Somehow not letting the ref get to two here.
What a counter! Oh, look at this. Over neck breaker.
Picture perfect. This crowd is learning, along with Drew McIntyre, that the inside of CM Punk's head is a scary, scary place.
Early in this match, and these two have already unleashed some pretty heavy artillery on each other with no signs of relenting.
With the amount of absolutely visceral hate Punk and Drew have for each other, I think this match is going to need to be stopped before either of these men give up.
Got him right where he wants him.
Strong kick out there.
He's still in this.
Going for that power slam, denied, and snapped down with an inverted DDT.
Telegraphed that one and delivers.
Punk now with a quick dive under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
It looks like the Scott.
Oh, a couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
CM Punk has been going to that place, has been letting the devil out.
Time to go for a ride.
Bang! What a move!
Really just laying it in.
Oh my God, in the spine.
That'll make your legs go numb. A strong head scissored application. And now the elbows. Oof.
Jeez, McIntyre is really bleeding now.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
And this is just signature.
Uh-oh. Punk never saw that coming. Oh, that had to hurt.
Punk, knee in the corner.
Into the short clothesline, and Punk is on a roll.
McIntyre is getting dismantled.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre from the top. Double axe handle connects.
CM Punk.
Uh-oh. Reigns down an elbow in retaliation.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure. He'll make his way to the ring.
Ooh, hit him with that wrench.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saints, and he's paying for it now. Connected hard with the calf kick.
Oh, man. Oh, what a kick.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, now the GTS. The lights are dimming for McIntyre. CM Punk connects with the elbow drop.
Punk has McIntyre on Dream Street right now. It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from...
Opponent lifted up, jaw, meet knee, gone, two, sleep. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Two. Oh, kick out at two.
The Scottish Warrior refusing to lay down his sword just yet, but you have to think that took a lot out of him.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the thrill.
A takedown into a small package, tightly hooked.
Strong kick out late into the match.
Wow. Bam. Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be.
McIntyre must be getting phased by this attack.
Yeah, Punk able to completely neutralize McIntyre here.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
And that was a clear attack to his core. Maybe seeing an opening.
Another blow to the body. I think the game plan is pretty clear now.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And he locks in a perfectly applied sharpshooter. Wrenching in the submission even tighter. We could see him tap at any moment now.
Yeah, he needs to figure out a way out of this hold. He needs to find some sort of respite.
One last gasp effort, and that'll do it. Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a master stroke of mind games. We'll find out if Drew McIntyre can do what Punk claimed. Did McIntyre summon the devil himself, or has Drew been successful in clouding Punk's headspace? Is Punk's psyche all over the place because he's clouded by rage?
Smacked with the wrench.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM Punk Anaconda vice grip.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
And he counters. Just ejected from the ring. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
Oh, he apparently had his eyes on that table.
Calf kick finds the mark. Bam! Just beat down with that wrench.
And he's only got one thing on his mind right about now.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
And remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective. And all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away.
Oh! McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner,
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.